everybody, and welcome to Control+M Presents, our bi-weekly session where we share a little bit of what we know about Plex to help make the community stronger. As a reminder, the session is being recorded, and it will be posted up to our YouTube channel later this week, along with all the other ones that we've done. So please take a few minutes to check us out, and if you like what you see, leave us a thumbs up. And for those of you who have Spanish-speaking resources on staff, Ignacio is working on translating some of our more popular sessions into Spanish. So watch our channel for that contact. So today, Ignacio Zuniga from our newly opened Mexico office is going to show you a number of CRM features that are not only integrated with Plex, but that you already own. Ignacio has been working with Plex for over 7 years now, most recently working for Plex as a sales engineer before he decided to join us. He spent years working on all the Plex modules for all sorts of different industries, and we're so delighted that he has brought his vast knowledge of Plex to our team at Control+M to help us not only grow our business in Mexico, but also to serve the large population of Spanish-speaking Plex users everywhere. So, sit back and enjoy while Ignacio shows you some of the less frequently used CRM modules in Plex. Take it away, Ignacio.
Thank you very much, Patty. Hello, everyone. My name is Ignacio Zuniga. I'm a project manager at Control+M Solutions, and today we're going to talk about a CRM module and that you already own and how to take advantage of that functionality. So this is our agenda. We will be reviewing today. The CRM module in Plex has basic capabilities, but sometimes it's just what manufacturers need. It's a module that is not commonly used, but if you need to have opportunities in the system and know what is going on with your customer, it's really, really helpful. You can use as much as you need. You can use the whole functionality, or like some customers, just a way to keep track of communications and meetings they have with their customers. They look a bit different in Classic and in UX. In Classic, you will find the function under the Sales CRM menu. In our PCN, we have created an independent menu with the functions we've considered that are part of the CRM module. And this will be different for every customer, as you may have different needs. You can search for this in Classic by using Control+M to menu search. And also, please note that we renamed the menus with numbers because that's what makes it easy for us to demo. Yours won't have any numbers on it. And don't forget about glossarization. Can impact menu searches, and in Classic, you can rename modules in the menu boxes. Finally, we are not going to go through every single one of these, just the most popular. And but if you are curious about one of these that you see and you can find it, email me and I'll be glad to help you out. In UX, is separated. There's a customer relationship management with some data, but there is some other in sales opportunity, and there might be some other in another sales-related menu. Or in the administrative services, the communications log and the meeting minutes. So, as you know, we can't create a specific menu for this new UX, but we can create a favorites group and add those screens that we're going to use as part of the CRM functionality. Just remember, this favorites is by user, and it will take you a couple of minutes to create. I will show you how to do this in a minute. Okay, in the customer cockpit, we will find all related data to the customer: addresses, contacts, opportunities, quotes, communications, etc. You can add and update the data in here. So the people that need to know about a customer or that are in constant communication and need to keep track of everything about a customer, this is a great resource. There are very small differences between Classic and UX in how to do things in here, but the data that we can see, it's the same. We have a client whose president used to have to go to China and visit customers. But when he did, he hated being blindsided about things like quality issues, without any ammo to defend the issues or even prepare for the conversation. After all, he wasn't going to call his employees in the middle of the night in the US before he walked into the customer. But with the customer cockpit, right before the president of the company walks into the customer offices, he can look at this and see not only if there are any issues, but if the customer is paying on time. In short, he can get a nice summary of everything happening there before he goes in. let's get into a demo for this. Let's go into the system. So this is going to be our customer cockpit for Classic. We're going to get into customer list. And I'm going to select the customer that we already have some information of it. So customer cockpit will show up all the data related to the customer, right? The codes, the credit limits, addresses, contacts, customer opportunities. We have some meeting minutes, quotes. So all the data related to the customer is here. And you can see customer communications. You can see even stuff like NICE codes and activities they're pending to do, right? How you update or add information in here. If you want to update data, you just got to click on the contact, for example, and update this data. If you want to add anything else in here, you can go to any one of those different boxes. There's a plus sign right of it. You can just click there, and you will be adding a new, for example, in this case, a new customer address. So it's pretty simple, fast, and you can update all data in here, even quotes and customer meetings and communications. Okay, let's go to UX. So in UX, it's got a little bit different, right? I just told you about those favorites, and I created my favorites on the under the sales. I created another one that is under CRM, right? So let's go start with the customers and get there. You're going to be seeing the same data, same information. So if we go to Maytag in here and go to the customer cockpit, it's going to be showing us the customer details that we just did, customer addresses, customer contacts. The only difference here on adding data, it's that you have to go all the way up in here and find what are you going to be adding, right? If you want to add a customer address, you have to click here and add a customer address. Data is the same, functionality is the same. It's just one extra step here to go on this bar, an action bar, and select whatever we're going to be adding in the system. For updating, you just click on the same record, and you can update the record and complete your task. Okay. So I told you that we're going to be showing how to add something to the menus. Let's do that. So if I go to the customer, like this one, so customers, and I want to add something else, I can just add to favorites. I can select a group that I already created, or I can create a new group if I need to. Right? And just, for example, I'm going to put it here in the engineering right now and do OK.
Oh, that's why we can't hear it.
No, it's not. That's just us muted.
It will show me up the engineering directory that I just created. And this is the link that we're going to be using. So this is the one that's just creating right now. I got a bunch of different of this in here, and you can move it around as you need it. You need it at the top. You can just move it to the top of that directory, and it will show up when you go into engineering. You see this customer one, right? So okay, it's real simple and it's real quick to do this. Take a couple of minutes to do all the different screens that you may have or you may use, but it's really, really helpful to do that. Let's go back to our presentation. Okay, what is an opportunity? Potential business that you could be doing for new or existing customers. Let's say you're on a plane and the person next to you is a buyer for a big manufacturer that happens to purchase what your company makes. You might want to log that potential new opportunity so the right people in your organization will know who to call. Another opportunity might be your account reps are on the phone with existing customer and they mention they are expanding or taking a new product line. If you record these opportunities, they're less likely to be forgotten and maybe lead to new business. Keeping track of opportunities is one of the basic functions of a CRM module. And here we have two different ways of having the data. There are two screens, opportunity tracking and opportunity log. And there are some differences. As you may see from these screenshots, the one in the left of the screen is a single page data, and the other one is up to 13 pages of the data that can be added. Depending on the needs that your business have, can use one, can use the other, or can use both. You can also set up the pages that you really need to have in an opportunity and have this accordingly to your business. Here, I'm showing both Classic and UX, but basically the information is the same on both. Communications. One of the most important functionalities is the communication. Here you can log in every communication you have with your customer, phone, email, and meetings. And you can use it even if you don't need to log opportunities. Now, if you don't need to use opportunities, it's much better to create these communications records in the opportunity. So when you review the records, you'll know what were the last thing you told them or what you sent regarding the opportunity. There might be a customer asking us for quality certifications before taking the step of doing business with us. And you can have that kind of communication of what is being done and with who. This is one of the functionalities that you can use all the time and keep track of communication. So if someone else needs to contact the customer, they can know what was the last communication made to them. Communication log is a very easy way to share information with a group of people, not having to use email. It's a great way to have single source of the truth and a record of who talked to someone at any time. Remember the story we told about the president of our clients? Well, he loved this feature. He always knew what was going on without having to have a bunch of meetings. Also, meeting minutes can be recorded. The recontact log, it's a report. So if it does not appear in your system, you'll need to add it. Contact me if you need any help with this. Let's go back to Plex and view the screen within some opportunities. Okay, let's start with Classic. I'm gonna go through our menu. Let's go to opportunity tracking first. And I'm gonna do a search for this and show all the opportunities I got right now in the system. So here, I'm going to be working with this opportunity, the number 7. If I click here, the number 7, I'm going to be showing the opportunity. Remember, opportunity tracking is a single page, and it's going to have all these different data that can help us out with this opportunity. The lead source, the opportunity level, opportunity type, if we got a target price, an estimated value and volume for this, the open date, and when we're supposed to be closing this this opportunity. If we got any strategic ceiling, like with our strengths, our red flags, there are notes, or any competition that is in the middle. So this is the information that we can have in here. You can see here too, at the very bottom of it, we are having this communications on this opportunity, right? So I can add a new communication, say, okay, and I can add a new communication, and I can say, if we're talking, who are we talking to? Who's our contact we are talking to? For example, I can say, we talked to Randy, and we can have a subject for this and a description. Who created the record? What type of communication we're having, like an email, an in-person, a phone call, whatever different types we can have. These are setup tables. Remember, you can have different information in here that you need to have in your business. The status, we just have just one status, 1 and 2. You can create your own, and also the categories if you have any categories that you may want to have to load this data. Okay. You can add this communication and it will show up inside the opportunity, and it will show up also in the communications log. I will go with that in just a minute. Okay, so this is the one page in Classic. Let's go back and now use the opportunity log. So I'm going to search for that. the opportunity log. Let's do the search, and it's going to be bringing me, this are the inactive. Let's show the active ones. Okay, so we got the same. You get, remember this one, the May tag and the number 7. It's the same opportunity, but if we go here and start working with this opportunity, you can see on one side of the screen, the left side of the screen, there are pages that need to be filled up based on our configuration, right? So this is a more detailed way to show things, right? This is just the opportunity that, like the header, this is the customer profile that we're going to be having, the customer type, industry sector he's referring to. We got our opportunity, we got our qualification. That is what we talk about the strengths and the red flags. How are we going to be working with that? If we go, for example, to contacts, we're going to be able to contact from that opportunity and that customer. Then we might be talking to them. Communication log, we'll have all different communications attached to this specific opportunity. And you can also have a competitor if you are looking for that too. You want to know who is the competitor that is working with them and might be an issue for us. Okay, so that's the big difference between the both screens. Now we are going to go to the communications log. So you can see that all opportunity, all communications within the opportunity or the customer are logged here. So I won't use this. As for January 1st, let's do a search and email, phone call. Okay, there it is. Or phone calls with that customer. We can have this kind of data in here. Everything will show up in this period of time, in this range of time. So if you select a different range of time, you will be able to know all the different communications regarding an opportunity that is going to be there. So it doesn't matter if it's something related to the opportunity or not. They just give them a call to know how are they doing, the status, or whatever different transactional opportunities may arise. It's going to be there if they log that as a communication. Okay, let's go to UX. Start showing that too. So remember, I got my favorites. I go to opportunity tracking. And we're going to be reviewing the same opportunity, same values here. I'm going to do search. May tag 7. So you can see here, it's going to be just one page with all the data, the opportunity description, the lead source, strategic ceiling, steps, updates, okay, and the communications. So it's going to be just one screen. And to add data to here, it's also the same. We go to the action bar and select communication, right? You can have here also attachments and everything as you usually can do in Classic or other screens of blanks. So this is going to be our opportunity tracking. If we go to opportunity log, it's going to be bigger. It's going to be a different opportunity logging here than the Classic one. Remember, these ones are created within a wizard. So you may have to create your own if you are going to use them as the opportunity log. You may have to create your own pages that you can handle, can use in here. Right now, I got about 12 different pages that I'm going to show you. Just an overview on it. Difference here is going to be I need to select the record and edit. And we will open all the different pages that we can handle within the opportunity log. So I got 12 different ones, but you can add or you can eliminate any one of those if you don't need them, depending on the way you're doing business with your customers and how you want to handle your opportunities, right? So again, it's customer profile, the status, qualification, best actions. If you can see here on my left part of the screen, I do not have any competitor right now here, but I can add that too. So all the data is here. It's more detailed data you can have. If I go to communications log, for example, I can add, again, any communications within this opportunity. Same, I go for the action bar, add communication, and I can add whatever I need to add in this communication. If it's going to be a type for a phone, and I said I call, let's put our contact here, call Randy, and discuss about the opportunity. Right? So I can do okay. It's going to be saved to the opportunity. It's inside here. I call Randy. Here's on the phone. There's also another feature. It's the meeting minutes that I can use to here. So you can add meeting minutes. And in every classic or UX, you can add any one of those. You can add a meeting with everything you might need to have, like a visit, for example. Like a visit to a plant and a review of quality. Review of quality, the day, the time, like this is an ISO type of it. I'm the champion. They're going to be working with this customer. Who's going to be the customer in this meeting? And it's going to be adding up to this. I'm going to save it. It's going to be adding up to this opportunity. And there's also a meeting minutes log that will have all these different meetings that I have with customers that I can see too. Now, we can go to also to the communications log and see that I just added a new call here. So if I use this date range, and I use the phone one, it's going to be showing me both calls that I did. First one is just the price restart, and the other one is the one that I logged today. I talked to Randy, and it says about description about discussing the opportunity. So these all things are going to be in the system when you log in. So it doesn't have to be inside the opportunity. You can have it also if you are not using any opportunities within the system. You can have the communications log and know everything that is going on with your customer too. You need to. Let's go to the recontact log. Also, this is the report I told you about. That it may not appear as out of the box, but you can add it if there's something that you may want to see, or if you cannot see it. Please let me know, and I can help you out with that. So you can see the different calls that you made, who was the person doing the calls, and how many he did, right, with a recontact log. Okay, so let's go back to our presentation. And let's talk about a little bit about competitors. You may know your competitors, and you can have detailed information about them, including the strengths and weakness of the products they might supply. And also add news, website, and notes. So this can be the place where the company can make inquiries about your competition when you know they are involved in a business that you are trying to win. And these competitors can also be added in the opportunity, so you can have more information on the opportunity and might know a couple of ways to win the business. So let's go back again to Plex and see those different screens. So let's search for that, competitors. Okay, I got here 2 competitors. Let's search on B2B. And it's just data related to the competitor, right? What products they sell, their website, if they got any technology that they're using, again, there's some different statuses that you can have, that you can create. The threats, the strengths, weakness, available markets they're used to solve, competitor notes, news. If you got any documents that you can have and you can share with your team, here will be all the data related to competitors. If we go to UX, you can go to competitors too. And it's going to be basically, it's going to be the same information, same data. Only looks a bit nicer, right? Okay. Here we go. There's going to be there our two competitors that we got, the B2B, and get all the details on this B2B business. Okay. So it's same information, same data that you can have. You can add a website and products that they might be using, the weakness, the strengths, any competitor news, files, documentations, and any notes that we might share with the team that are going to be there. Also, again, attachments can be done here for every customer and for every competitor. So you can have all the data related to those competitors at this time. Okay. So if there are any questions, please let me know. Also, you can email me at any time at Ignacio@Control+M.Solutions. If you happen to have any other comments or questions for me.
Everyone remember that you're on mute too. So if you do have a question for Ignacio, you'll have to take a second to unmute yourself before he can hear you. Or if you're shy, you can put something in the chat. Well, Ignacio, you've either done a wonderful job or everyone's, too shy today.
Okay, thank you very much.
I'm going to say great job today. I'm sure that you've given. Oh, here we go. Hi, Colleen.
Hi, Patty. Hi, Ignacio. Thank you for the presentation. Just a quick question. I noticed we have the classic. We do not have the UX.
Okay.
See, you know how you have the button bars with all your menu options? I don't see a competitor button, nor do I see a separate communication log button. Is that something that can easily be added and maybe we just haven't turned it on?
Probably it's not turned on, yes.
Colleen, if you either email me or Ignacio, we can help you get through that, either depending on what type of screen it is, either adding the screen yourself or getting a case into Plex.
That'd be great.
Any other questions? All right, Ignacio, great job as always. I'm sure that you've given some folks to think about today. Hopefully you can all start using one or two of these modules soon. So next week, we're going to take a little bit of a different approach. We're going to focus only on UX, and our Jen Berry is going to take a deep dive into the UX functionality for customer print documents. If you're not on UX yet, you might want to watch this so you can see how easy it is to get Plex to produce customer configurable documents right in your system. And if you are on UX, this is a great little session to help you get more comfortable with this feature. So thanks everyone again for joining us. We know your time is valuable and we appreciate you giving some of it to us. Don't forget about our YouTube channel. Our previous content is all out there, some of it now in Spanish. Thank you, Ignacio, for translations. And if you have ideas for sessions that you'd like to see us put on, let us know. You can email anyone at Control+M Solutions. We love hearing your ideas. So have a good day and stay healthy, everybody. Thank you.